All right, we just got to 37 weeks and 6 days, and they said the baby is no longer growing, and they want us to go into the hospital tonight and be induced, and we're having the baby.
So that's head up top.
All right, so my mom and I are at Target. We just went and got a bunch of preemie diapers and some preemie outfits for her to come home in. And mom is loading up on some caffeine because it's gonna be a long night, and we'll take you along. Oh, Grandma Susie. Thank you. I am feeling a little bit more calm. Had a long shower, went shopping with my mom to get some preemie stuff, did a little bit of hair and makeup. And we are all heading there right now. There is a potential for a C-section, so if they don't let me eat food, I have my infamous berry bowl, and we are heading
Having a baby
to the hospital. So feeling better, and we'll keep you guys updated.
So I'm glad we didn't bring a bunch of cars.
Here's the troops. Oh. I know.
It's Dr. Scullin. Deborah's calling Placentica. So
okay.
yeah, you gotta talk to her. Good.
What is she?
But don't do anything yet.
Sure.
Check the meter.
What did she say? Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, she's calling.
Okay.
I don't think she needs to do anymore.
Hi, Mama.
Bring together. This.
She's hairy. Are you hairy, Mama? Oh, say hi. I know, Mama.
I'll trim it later, yeah. There's some scissors over there. Yeah, thank you.
now because my bleeding is normal, less, more. All right, I am off for my first walk, feeling fantastic. And Steven and Emma are just napping. And I'm gonna go on a walk around the hospital, mix things up a little bit. And we scored and we got a suite. And we didn't even ask for it. We got a huge room, so. I'll give you an update. I'm on a little walk. I absolutely feel fantastic. This whole thing has been the craziest thing. But, so Tuesday we had an appointment with, we had an ultrasound and they brought us in and I lost weight and I was measuring 4 weeks smaller than what I should have been. So that kind of was like a red flag. And so the doctor said, we don't need to do anything right now, but let's book another ultrasound in 2 days. So we scheduled it for Thursday, which was yesterday. And again, we are not due for 2 more weeks. So she scheduled for Thursday and we got into the appointment yesterday at like 2:40 and she's measuring and all this stuff comes up and we should have been about 38 weeks of measurements. She was measuring at 33 and she goes, the one big one that really matters is her stomach. And she goes, what this means is she's not absorbing the nutrients and it has nothing to do with my diet or exercise. She's just not growing. And they said, we need to get her out. So that was really overwhelming. It was a lot. And so they said, we're gonna send you home. The doctors will call and tell you what time to come in. So go home, eat dinner, shower. Doctors called and said they want us at the hospital at 8. We got home, I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock. So Steve and I, because we weren't anticipating this for 2 weeks, so we had to like clean the house. We called the grandparents, my aunt, or my sister, who's the aunt. And so they all kind of got on the road and started coming. Steve and I started cleaning and it started pouring down. So he cleaned my car and put the baby seat in. We're starting to do laundry for whoever stays at the house. We do her clothes, all this kind of stuff. So my mom and my sister get there. They start cleaning and like fixing things. I took a really long shower, washed my hair, because who knows the last time that's gonna happen. So I was able to wash it and like curl it and do it nice. I did a little bit of makeup, so that's why, I mean, right now it's a little wild, but, and pregnancy kind of brought out a lot of freckles in me. But that's why I look somewhat decent. And then I was like, I want to kill some time. So my mom and I went to Target. We got some preemie clothes. We didn't really need it because they'll give you everything that you need. But I just wanted to kill time, get out of the house. And like I said, my sister, Steven, Steven's parents were all there. So they were like cleaning and doing laundry. And then we headed to the hospital at 8. And so we had to be induced. So my plan was to do things as natural as possible. But I was also like, if we need to, we need to. So we get there at 8 and we had to do, it wasn't Pitocin, it was this like little teeny tiny tablet that you put in your cheek and you get one every 4 hours and that helps start to induce you. So to like soften your cervix and open it up. And you can get up to, I think, 6 of them. So we had one at like 10:30 or 9:30 and wasn't feeling anything. I think we all slept. It was my mom, Steven, and I in the room. We slept for like an hour. My mom slept a total the whole night of 30 minutes. Steven and I got like 3.5 hours. So then that was the first round. And then we did a second tablet. And like I was talking to one of the ladies and she goes, yeah, I had to be induced. And it was about 50 hours of like labor. I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be such a freaking long night. And they said, especially since it's your first, it's probably gonna be pretty long. So we got in the second tablet at 1:30. So I go back to sleep for like an hour and I wake up and I'm starting to get cramps, like heavy cramps. And not just that, they're coming frequently. And we're like, okay, this is interesting. So I asked her to check my cervix. And I mean, it was so early on, like it would have been very, very normal to be 0. I was 3 centimeters dilated already. So we're like, okay. The contractions were starting to get bloody freaking painful. Like You guys know me, I feel like I have a pretty good pain tolerance. It was insanity. So I'm starting to think about doing the epidural. Anyways, they're getting more intense, and you know, I'm bearing through it. I think I decide I'm gonna do the epidural, and they'll give it to me. I think the next time we checked, it was like 7 centimeters. So we're definitely progressing. And it was pretty brutal until the epidural really kicked in, and they actually had to give me tons of extra because they said some people's bodies just metabolize it much quicker. So they had to give me a ton, and then I even had to press for more later on because I still felt everything. So all of a sudden the doctors come in and, you know, they're like, okay, you know, we're here, like, do you want us to check? Like, you know, we can check in 3 hours to see where you're at. And I'm like, let's just check now, just so we get an idea. And they checked, and he's like, oh, we're 10 centimeters, we're good to go, like, game on. So it was so insane. So we're like, game on. As soon as they get everything set up and they're like, okay, you need to start pushing, I pushed for 26 minutes and she was out. One thing that I anticipated, because the whole pregnancy I had been like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with you, you're so cute. Like, I think I just assumed something bad was gonna happen. So I don't know. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna cry, blah, 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 like get all warm and fuzzy. And when she came, like, I really didn't. I think because it all happened so quickly. She came 2 weeks early. Everything progressed really quickly that it didn't really set in, and it still hasn't really, and I'm not worried about it because I know everybody's hormones do different things, and that's okay. And I know, based on how I love my dogs, I know I'm gonna be obsessed with her. But I think it took a few hours to be like, wow, you're really, really cute. Like, it's just so weird. And I guess I'm not embarrassed to say that because I know your hormones are just going crazy. Like, some people are like, get this baby away from me. I was kind of fearful that it was gonna be, just based on how my hormones are. But yeah, she's adorable. She's sleeping with Steven right now. I'm on a walk. I seriously feel great. I had a swim today that I obviously had to cancel. I'm ready to go back and swim, but I'm sure that's the last thing I could do because of chlorine. That'll burn my hoo-ha. All right, this is our room. We're checking out today, so it's a little messy, but I'll give you a tour. So we actually got upgraded to the suite. So here's a closet, another closet. We got upgraded to this suite because it must have been one of their only ones. So there's bathroom in here. You don't want to see everything in there. Decent sized shower. That was glorious to take one. So this is where Daddy slept. We had a TV. There's a sink over here, fridge, rocking chair, bench, really good view, drawers. This is where I slept. Baby is right now getting tests done, so that's why she's not here. I brought a heating pad. I brought the pregnancy pillow. Highly, highly recommend. Again, just cleaning up, but pretty nice size, and it's so pretty out. We're laying out the take-home outfit, so we're figuring out. I think we might go with this guy. And some little socks. And a beanie. Oh, I guess we can't do a beanie and a bow. But Daddy is watching a video right now on how to bring home baby with the dogs and introduce them. So